Most of the time when people say they have a favorite attraction, they're usually speaking about a roller coaster. However, for me, it's the studio tour here at Universal Studios Hollywood. The studio tour consists of way more than just going through the lower lot and the back lot here at the park. So as always, we're not going to waste any time. Let's roll it. The studio tour was created over 60 years ago. It began as a way to bring local residents onto the Universal lot, allowing them to enjoy behind-the-scenes tours of the backlot and watch productions film. If you go on the studio tour today, you can often catch glimpses of productions that are currently filming on the lot. You may even catch a celebrity sighting or two. One of the routes along the tour take you past production offices and bungalows before taking you through the metropolitan sets.
Brownstone Street, used for movies like The Sting and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. But I want to take you away from the big city just for a moment into a little small town square.
Welcome to the Courthouse Square. These sets were used to create Hill Valley in the Back to the Future films.
And they represented multiple time periods, 1985, 1955, and the far, far distant future, 2015. To this day, this is one of the most popular sets on the Universal Studio Tour.
One of my favorite highlights of the tour is the stop right across from Courthouse Square. This famous lot has been used in films like Back to the Future. Occasionally, the DeLorean and or Doc can be spotted out front as well. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite part of the studio tour?
It looks a little different than it did back in 1985, and that's because that clock tower got a little bit of a disguise going on. The clock tower got so famous you could recognize it in other productions, and that's what you don't want from these sets. We want these sets to be versatile and to be able to be used over and over and over again. So the Ghost Whisperer with Jennifer Love Hewitt was the first to put this brick facade in front of those columns. Don't worry, they're not gone. They're just in disguise. And right now it's decorated as John Hancock High School for Ted Season 2. You've also seen this very same set used as Kingston Falls in The Gremlins, used in movies like movie musicals like Bye Bye Birdie. And this area is called Courthouse Square because the steps leading up to the clock tower are the same steps used for the courthouse in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Once past New York Street, the tour takes you into the heart of the jungle. Here, you'll experience King Kong 3D, a massive 3D experience in which King Kong battles several dinosaurs.
All right, everyone, give it up for King Kong 363D.
After this wild jungle adventure, the tour makes its way through Little Europe. Films like The Princess Diaries 2 and Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella have filmed here, along with some of Universal's original horror films.
We use actors who are already good at their craft, but these also are the movies that started the horror genre, and they solidified us in as early as the 1920s and 30s as a genre-defining studio, and we love horror here at Universal Studios to this day. But you might notice Doesn't look like a horror movie's been filmed here recently. A lot of bright colors. You might actually recognize these sets from more recent productions. A lot of royalty has been here in recent years, like Amelia Mignonette, Thermopolis Rinaldi, Princess of Genovia. She was here. And this was Genovia in The Princess Diaries too, a royal engagement played by Anne Hathaway with Dame Julie Andrews also here. This was used in Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. It was the home of future pirate king Elizabeth Swann when it played Port Royale and Tortuga. Maybe you recognize it from when she counts as royalty, I'm sure. Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog, she would consider herself royalty. This is used in 2011 film The Muppets as Paris, France.
From there, the tour adventure continues into the set known as Earthquake. This thrilling stop on the tour allows you to experience a simulated underground earthquake in a San Francisco subway station.
Heist in here. We can see the cameras and lights pointing to the ticket machine that was busted open. We have some prop money out there. The whole cast and crew are on a break right now. We can kind of put together what happened, right? So our director, she angled her camera to there. I believe the actor ran down the stairs and went straight to the ticket machine. Okay, that was a little California tremor. Oh, right. Our tram is a little offline. Okay, yeah, you might want to hold on to something. I think it's gonna be the big one. Congratulations, everyone. You just survived the earthquake, the big one. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, you all were pros. Really, you did exactly what any native Californian would do in a real earthquake. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely nothing. Good job. I know that attraction was brought to life by the use of practical effects, so as opposed to digital.
After Earthquake, the tour then takes you over to Amity Island, the fictional beach town made famous in Steven Spielberg's Jaws, followed by a quick stop at Flash Flood in Old Mexico before making its way through 6 Points, the old western town in which numerous films, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, have filmed.
The best stunt people were cowboys.
Next up is Colonial Street, where shows like The Munsters, Never Have I Ever, and Desperate Housewives have filmed.
By Trey Ramakrishnan in every episode of Never Have I Ever on Netflix. It says brown A-frame coming up on your left. It's also where Beyonce stood for her lemonade stand in her Super Bowl commercial. We still use this street for a lot of commercials. It's a really easy place to come and not have to disturb any residents that live in a real street.
As you approach the last section of the tour, you get to see popular picture cars up close and personal. From the original Studio Tours glamour trams to picture cars from Jurassic Park, Flintstones, Fast and Furious, and Transformers, there are numerous vehicles to appreciate. Don't forget to quickly wave hello to Norman Bates as you head into War of the Worlds. This life-size set gives you an up-close look at a real Boeing airplane used in the film, while the scenery is replicated to look like an actual crash site.
Now they're talking about War of the Worlds. I thought, what if the 747 goes down, right?
From there, you'll make your final pass through the world of Nope, directed by Jordan Peele. Originally filmed near Santa Clarita, California, the set was taken apart, then rebuilt here on the studio's backlot. After escaping the alien invasion within the Nope set, the studio tour comes to a close. The tram brings you back toward the boarding zone where you can return your 3D glasses and make your way back into the park. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!